All right, Cancer. Well, the first card you have for mid-November is the Four of Chalices. And the Four of Chalices represents someone to me who is, that is my organic pendulum that I use. I taught classes using how to use a pendulum. And a lot of times I use like an amethyst, but I have found that using organic string and like a clippy clothes hanger, it's been a lot of fun when doing classes. People will ask yes and no questions. And so anyway, that's what I was holding. I was asking a question a moment ago and happened to have it in my hand when I started this reading. But let's go on to the Four of Chalices. So some of you are looking away from what you have, looking past what you have. It feels like there's a restlessness. It feels like maybe some creativity is lacking. This is about how we feel emotionally in romantic situations, but also about what you're doing for a living. And yeah, I'm feeling creative. How can you insert more fun into what you're doing into your everyday life? I feel like some of you have been working very hard, Cancer, and the point is that working hard is good. Working smart can even be better. And working smart can indicate some juicy ideas or ways of working. In other words, say you are I don't know. There are, let's just do this. There's some Uber drivers, of course, or Lyft drivers, or people that drive for a living, and that those can be long hours. You're driving people around to work or to an event or whatever like that. And I've heard from a couple of them that the smart thing to do is to work work when the crowd is out. And that way you may be able to work less hours and yet still maintain or increase your productivity and your money. So it's an example of being creative about what you're doing. And doesn't have to be creative in the sense of art and music and dance. It can be. If you feel you need to implement that into your life, that can really, really help. Any way to express yourself. And I do feel like I'm getting that some of you, if someone is a singer, I feel like I'm talking to someone specifically who has even thought about sometime along in their life, even operatic. I'm seeing someone singing an operatic ballad. So this may be in a play, but it feels like to open those vocal cords, maybe let that out a little bit, sing in the shower, whatever feels good to you, because it's a way of not feeling stuck in our body, but releasing. Okay, Cancer. So that was interesting for this particular card. Yeah, it's like you're giving blessings. You have the cups you need, but there's still something more. There's something you need to excite you in your life. Okay? All right. I'm going to quit dwelling on that card, but that's what it feels like. The next card is the Five of Wands. And this card is in reverse. So here's what it looks like straight up. And this card can be read in different ways, but mostly this is about people having different ideas, trying to come up with a conclusion, trying to come up with the final resolve, the detail, what will the best outcome be. And this could be in a family situation. Say that you are having to work out mortgage payments, or you're getting a loan or financing on your home, or getting a new car. So it could definitely be in the home and family. That's actually what I'm getting. It's funny because a lot of times I get this around work. It could be, but it could be around a work project where you're with a group of people, and as you can see, this guy is reading the book, so he's like paying attention to the text, like what should we do according to the work Bible, right? And then this guy's looking on, and this, so different body languages, meaning different personalities involved. Some Five of Wands, there's conflict. I don't feel like this is conflict as much as it is a need to get it together. And it could be you and a group of people, or it could be you and your household, your family. I keep getting that needing to talk about finances and work, and how, who's going to work when, and who's going to take care of the children, and how much do we need for this month, so we know how much we need to work, and hours to put in. And not every job you can do that, but some you can. Some pay overtime. Some jobs, well, you just, you make more money if, like, you're in sales, or if you have your own business. But I just feel like there's some details of who's doing what when, and let's get some things resolved. All right, and the next card is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords usually indicates a thief, like running off with, swords. If you think of the traditional tarot cards, it's a guy who has this real smug, mischievous look on his face, and he has, 3 or 4 swords on his back, and there's still a couple on the ground, or several on the ground. So usually this indicates someone getting away with something. It could be a stolen item. It could be something that is taken from you. It doesn't have to even be a thing or property. It can't even be, how do I say it? Something somebody says to you that takes away a little bit of your pride. And you're feeling like, they've taken your ideas from you, and they've made it into something that you thought, what, I could have done this. And it's a little bit frustrating, but you know what, in that case, what do? You go on, and you turn back towards your home, your support, your love, wherever your love and your support is, and you keep going. And so some of you that have, it can also mean court. I'm hearing court case too. So some of you have something to get situated in a court case. I feel like that you do that. I feel like some of you have had to work pretty hard at getting this done. It doesn't have to be a huge legal case, but it could be, again, a parking, and I say again, I feel like I told one of the other signs this last month, but it can be like a parking ticket, parking violation, speeding ticket, registration stickers that are not up to date, that you need to get done. So interesting cards so far for you, Cancer. Now, I love the last card that came out. Thank you, universe. Because I feel like we needed to see something positive for you, Cancer. And we did. This is the Earth Mother, which is the same as the Empress card in traditional tarot. And the Earth Mother is, as you can see, she's just about 9 months pregnant. So she's getting ready to birth, and this could be literally a baby, so possibly children or grandchildren in your life. That's awesome. Congratulations if that's the case. But oftentimes, too, it can be the birth of new ventures, birth of new ideas. Excited about those. She's giving birth to something that has been in the making for a long time, been in the womb for a long time. And I say a long time. A long time can be, some people, 2 months, it can be 2 years or longer. But this does feel like that a lot of you by the end of November will feel like you're reorganizing. I don't know why that's coming up, but I'm hearing reorganizing in your mind. So plans that you've been working on may be shelved. Others may feel renewed. You may feel a spiritual strength and new beginnings. And I'm also hearing, is interesting, for you, Cancer. I'm also hearing some of you women that are over a certain age of, let's just say 50, 55. I'm hearing hot flashes. So, that has to do with the feminine side of life. So if you're experiencing those, then, stay cool. Keep your air conditioner on if you're in a climate that, it's not cold yet. Here in Austin today, it's going to be maybe 80. So still using the AC a little bit, or use some fans, or stay cool. But it's funny that came up for this particular card. Let's see. Let me take a look at all four of them. Then I'm going to pull clarification cards. Some of you have pools that may live in like Florida, Southern California, or possibly in Europe, but I'm seeing especially those two areas where you can dip your feet in the pool, or, Texas as well. So I'm looking to see if anybody's facing anybody. Well, she's looking away from these guys that want to make decisions. So she's saying, oh, this is a struggle here. I'm tired of the same old, same old. So the need to put creativity in that. So she's turning away, looking for inspiration. And then this guy's turning away, looking. This seems like a card in itself. Once this is resolved, then, and you get whatever whether you feel like some items have been stolen from you, or someone has taken your ideas, that may motivate you to come up with new solutions and birth those new ventures. Maybe you're coming up with a new business, creative venture. Yay. I'm going to pull some clarification cards and want to see what those say as well. So let's see. And this one wants to come out for this one. All right. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, let's just see what the clarification cards say. Can you all see that? Maybe if I move them forward. All right. So for the first card, the Six of Pentacles is about sharing. It's about sharing with others your money or your financing. It could be money, giving financing to somebody, loaning money, having to make money and share it with others, or being very, wanting to give to society, wanting to contribute. It actually very much feels to me like your work, and that what you do for a living is giving to others, whether it's children or people, or say you're a consultant, a technical consultant, or a website consultant, and you work hard, and it feels like that's the money you make is helping others gain momentum in their particular business or their particular situation that needs your services. The Nine of Cups coming up for the Five of Wands. Well, the clarification card on this is the Nine of Cups can result in someone who is very happy with their emotions. They're happy with their life. They're happy with the money that they're making, well-fed, well-dressed. So it feels like, Cancer, you could be the one to come in here. You're a cup sign. You're a water sign, right? Come into this situation. Get in touch with your emotions and your feelings and express how you really feel. That's what it feels like. Express your feelings, your opinion in this situation, and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Some of you may need to draw the line and say, I can do this amount of work, or I can do this much, and I need help in other ways. If you're a woman, maybe you need, a day every 2 weeks of someone to come in and help you with house cleaning. And if you're a man, Maybe you've been working hard to support others, and it just feels like that, you need to take some time away and get into this happy place. Interesting for the Seven of Swords coming up. So this could be about someone coming in between you and your partner, because the Lover's card indicates that, two people who are very committed. There's angelic blessings around these people. But it could indicate that you have felt like someone comes in between, or someone has said something bad about the two of you, or there's been gossip or rumors or friends talking, and you're just like, you know what? Or what you could really do is, I'm not going to listen to them. Family talking about you, family talking about the way you live, where you live, again, gossiping. That's what's coming up here. And I love the last card for this Earth Mother, the Empress, is the Sun. So whatever you birth here, Cancer, you're going to be happy. This is hope, optimism, happiness, cheerfulness. I mean, what more can you say? There's a child, a beautiful little child on a white horse with sunflowers and a very happy sun behind them. So this is a major arcana card. Actually, you've had two clarification. There are major arcana cards saying it. Once you give birth to this either baby, which it could be because there is a child here. So you guys let me know in the comments below if you're having a baby or a grandbaby. That'd be awesome. But it does feel, and I do see, when I'm looking at this card, I'm seeing the yellow grass here and the yellow sun and the yellow flowers. So again, hope, optimism, creativity surrounding that. That's great. I'm going to pull one last card, and this is from Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic deck. And I've had most signs, I've had fun pulling these, or at least pulled them. Let's just say that. Not every sign have I had time to, because especially with the one with the 5 cards that came out. But this one for you guys is stillness, like a lake. Okay, so if you look at this, and it feels so very calm, so meditative, that when you get into a situation like this where there needs to be discussion, or when you feel like you need more emotional support, or if someone's taking your ideas, maybe this stillness of earth, the stillness of water, being around water. And I really do get either lakes or ponds in the area that you live in for some of you, going and just sitting by those and really looking at the birds, looking at the trees, letting yourself reflect on the beauty, that this will create a sense of, I'm hearing a sense of identity for you. I feel like some of you are wanting to find your own identity and how you can express that in your message for what you can give in the world. And this would help you do that. You see, there's someone standing along here, and they're just standing there looking at the water and how beautiful it is. And the trees, the willow trees hanging down. So sometimes stillness is a great way to visualize and come up with your ideas, your needs, so that you can express those, like I was saying earlier, to other people. What is it what is it you need in life? The Lover's card, again, I'm coming up with relationships. For some of you, you need to express what you need. Okay, my friends? I'm going to add these cards up. Leave in the comments below if you get anything else, because I have people that do that. And, there's, even though, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, be sure and watch your Moon and Rising sign as well. That gives you additional insight into your month. But not every one of you are alike. Everybody's an individual. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own unique circumstances. So what comes out of these readings are what needs to be said at this particular moment. All right. For another reader, it may be different, but that's what's coming up for me for you guys. Let's see. So let me add up 4. 5 is 9. 7 is 16. 17, 18, 19. And 1 and 9 is 1. Actually, and it is, isn't it? And also, it is the same as the 19 Major Arcana card, the Sun, which we pulled a minute ago, which I pulled a minute ago. So, all right, I love that. So the resolution here is to keep hope, keep faith, keep optimism. Be creative. One also represents being creative. That's the color yellow. And express yourself.